Here we are, huge movie fanatics coming back at you on a basically day before Thanksgiving. We're here to hopefully, if we can get through them without any people walking into the scenes, doing some Christmas themed reviews, mostly horror and action for my money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with something that I really love, a movie I really love called Dorm That Dripped Blood. Now originally this movie's got like 4 titles. Originally when they made it, it was called The Third Night. Then it was released as Death Dorm. And then the distributor changed it to Pranks, which is a really stupid title. And then it finally ended up Dorm That Dripped Blood, which is pretty much the title it's known for. It's the one in all the media, video cassette tapes and things like that. This is a movie I bought back when on VHS, when all of the video updates were going out of business.
Okay.
So, I picked up all kinds of VHS for like next to nothing, and this is one that I bought. I don't think I'd seen it before then. And I saw it and I didn't really think too much of it. One thing I love, and this is a spoiler, is the ending. The ending is, actually I won't spoil it because maybe you haven't seen it, but I'll just say that. So the spoiler's gone, it's not there anymore. I'll just leave it at that. I love the ending. It's very different from a normal slasher movie. That's one of the things that, because me and my dad at the time watched it, I remember him going, feeling kind of good about the ending too, the different way they took that ending, which I really respect the movie for. I have since put it on DVD from the VHS and watched it over and over around this time of year. It was made in California, so again, this is one of these Christmas horror movies that's really not so much a Christmas horror movie, it's just a horror movie that takes place around Christmas. I really love the premise because it's a group of kids, like 4 kids in college who the whole college basically just goes off for Christmas break and they stay there it's like an old rundown college or something like that, or part of it, or I'm not exactly sure on what the logistics, but they're there to close down some old dilapidated building, and they're volunteering or getting paid to do this. And it's a very cool, this is one of the movies that was shot on 16 millimeter, and this is one of the movies that has great atmosphere. Like I say, if you've watched some of the reviews we've done before, atmosphere for me is key. You can have like absolutely no money, absolutely no anything, but if you have atmosphere, like atmosphere that I like, I mean that's a huge plus. And I don't really think there's much atmosphere in movies anymore, but we won't go into that. But I really love, this is like early 80s, 16 millimeter low budget movie, and the atmosphere is fantastic. The guy that got to do the music just on a fluke is Christopher Young, who I think went on to do Hellraiser. Okay. And some bigger movies, obviously, Lord of Illusions, I think. But they dug up like 10 grand at the end of the day to do this score with Christopher Young, and I think it was like one of his first things. And the score in this movie is absolutely, I mean, just fantastic. I mean, it sounds like outtakes from the Shining sessions. It sounds like there's parts of it that sound just like The Shining. They must use the exact same instruments or whatever to do things like that. So it's what I call maybe an abstract. It's not like a John Williams score with themes. It's like an abstract, scary, classical. I mean, it's an orchestra score, and it's very rare that a score like that ends up in a 16 millimeter movie that it's like maybe 50% of the budget went to the score or something like that. But Dorm That Dripped Blood for me is 3 stars. I love the characters, and I love the people who, I mean, they actually got some really strong actors for this movie for my money. And I've read on Amazon.com and things about the lead girl whose name is Lori Lipinski, and she plays Joanne in the movie. And I've heard people say she's the ugliest lead in the world, and she's so ugly. And I think that she's kind of like a girl next door. I think she's very cute in that way, and she's got a wonderful tight little ass, and if I may, tight little ass and legs. She must have been like a runner or a jogger or something like that. She's got a nice tight little body, and she's got just an average, really cute, kind of face. Girl next door, and I love her in it. I think there's 4 kids who stay to do this, and I just love the movie. Then you got this goofy guy who's like the red herring who's hanging around, who they're may or may not be the killer. We don't know, and I love him. He's John Hammett, and he's just like, he's digging out of the trash. And then there's this other guy, Bobby Lee Tremble, who also digs out of the trash. There's 2 characters who who dig out of the trash in this movie. So 3 stars. Is there anything, you said you saw it, is there anything you remember at all?
Not really. I remember seeing it, and I remember liking it. I'm a huge Scream fanatic, and in Scream
right.
2, Randy name drops 5
college
horror movies. The first one, one of the first ones he mentions is this movie, and so I went out and I saw it from the now defunct Hollywood Video. But I ended up liking it. I don't really remember anything from it, but that's going back. I saw that in 1997.
Yeah.
So that's going back quite a few years now. But I remember liking it. I'm not going to give it a star rating now because
Well, it's
really
not
don't.
fair if you
Yeah.
don't know.
But
if you don't know.
based on my, what would that be? 12-year-old review, I liked it. My 12-year-old memory, I liked it.
Okay.
So.
And it's very interesting to note, for several Christmases, I'd watched the DVD that I put the VHS onto the DVD, and luckily, and I was so delighted, this year, I think it was in the spring or something like that, I don't know if it was Blue Underground or some outfit like that, put out a Blu-ray of frickin' Dorm That Drip Blood. It's on Blu-ray. And it's got the never before seen, there's extended gore in it, which is really cool, which got cut by the ratings board at the time. And, the movie looks as good as it could possibly look, 16mm Blu-ray. We got commentary by the 2 directors, and actually an isolated music score. It's a DVD, or it's a Blu-ray / DVD combo. And so if you're a fan, I highly recommend getting that.
Check that out.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like I say, it's Blue Underground or Synapse, one of those 2.
Probably can find it on Amazon, right?
Definitely, that's where I got it, Amazon.com. So Amazon.com, Dorm That Drip Blood. I'm gonna put a little humorous to give you an idea of the new transfer. I'm gonna put a humorous little clip at the end of our review, so you can get an idea what the new Blu-ray DVD transfer looks like. So that's pretty much it. Dorm That Drip Blood, 3 stars. Fantastic actors, fantastic music, fantastic atmosphere. Wins me over for that movie.
Very cool.
Check it out, guys. Have a good one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have you got your grades back yet?
Nope, not yet. It's just a matter of time before those A's come rolling in.
God, I hope I get an A. Well, a couple of C's wouldn't be bad either.
I don't think I've gotten a C since kindergarten.
I studied extra hard this semester.
Why? Why do you even bother?
Well, if you don't study, how do you expect to get good grades?
No. The way to get good grades is not by studying. The way to get good grades is to get the teachers to like you. I had this geography class last quarter. I got an A. I didn't read the book. I didn't even take the final. All I did was tell the professor how much I respected him.
God, I don't believe in that at all. I think you should get the grade you earn.
Hey, I earned that A. You have no idea how difficult it was to tell that professor how much I respected him.
I guess I just take it a little bit more seriously than that.